Perseus and the Gorgon Medusa, a mythological adventure for young heroes. Long ago, in a land of golden sands and sparkling seas, there lived a brave boy named Perseus. He and his mother, Danae, lived happily on a sunny island until a greedy king named Polydectes decided he wanted to marry Danae. When she refused, the king tricked Perseus into a dangerous quest. "Bring me the head of Medusa," the king demanded, "or I will force your mother to marry me." Medusa was a terrifying gorgon with snakes for hair and a stare that turned people to stone. Though Perseus was afraid, he loved his mother dearly. "I will protect you," he promised, hugging Danae tightly. With a brave heart, he set off on his journey. As Perseus wandered, unsure where to go, he prayed to the gods for help. Suddenly, a bright light shimmered, and two figures appeared: Athena, the goddess of wisdom, and Hermes, the messenger of the gods. Athena handed Perseus a polished bronze shield. "Do not look directly at Medusa," she warned. "Use this shield to see her reflection instead." Hermes gave him winged sandals that let him fly like a bird. "Find the Grey Sisters," they told him. "They know where Medusa hides." Grateful, Perseus strapped on the sandals and soared into the clouds. After flying far to the north, Perseus found the Grey Sisters, three ancient witches who shared one eye and one tooth. They were squabbling in a dark cave. Quietly, Perseus snatched their eye. "Give it back," they screeched. "Tell me where Medusa is," Perseus said firmly. The sisters grumbled but finally hissed, "She hides in a cave by the western sea." Perseus tossed their eye into a lake and raced off, determined to finish his quest. On his way, Perseus met caned nymphs in a magical garden. They gifted him a silvery pouch to safely hold Medusa's head and a helmet that turned him invisible. "Use these wisely," they sang. With new courage, Perseus flew west until he spotted a cave littered with stone statues, people Medusa had frozen. His hands trembled, but he whispered, "I must be brave." Holding Athena's shield high, he crept inside. The cave was dark and cold, filled with the hissing of snakes. Medusa slept in the shadows, her serpent hair writhing. Perseus stared at her reflection in the shield, careful not to meet her eyes. He gripped his sword, stepped closer, and swish! With one swift strike, Medusa's head tumbled into the pouch. The snakes fell silent, and Perseus sighed with relief. "I did it." As he flew home, Perseus spotted a girl chained to a rock by the sea. A monstrous serpent rose from the waves, roaring at her. Without hesitation, Perseus yanked Medusa's head from the pouch. The beast took one look and turned to stone. The girl, Andromeda, thanked him tearfully. "Come with me," Perseus said, freeing her chains. Together, they soared back to his island. When Perseus returned, King Polydectes was feasting, certain the boy had failed. "Here's your prize," Perseus shouted, pulling out Medusa's head. The king looked. Poof! He turned to stone. The villagers cheered, and Danae hugged her son tightly. "You saved us all," she whispered. Perseus returned the gods' gifts and gave Medusa's head to Athena, who placed it on her shield to protect the world. Perseus, Danae, and Andromeda lived happily ever after, sharing tales of courage and kindness under the stars. Moral of the story: Perseus's adventure teaches us that true bravery means facing fears with cleverness and kindness. Even when challenges seem impossible, courage grows when we trust ourselves, help others, and never give up. Remember, heroes aren't born. They're made by choosing to do what's right, even when it's hard. The end.